Listen, I'm sure you're tired of how people just throw away the word purpose like it's as simple as buying candies off the market, but it's not. And if you're here, it's because either you want to hear one more person lecture about the same old boring stuff, or you want to give it a chance, or you just want to support me, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, by the way. Okay, now that I've shamelessly self promoted, let's move on. Today, I'm going to talk about 7 very, very doable actions that can help you find a purpose. And they worked because 2 years ago, this time, I was really purposeless. And not sure if that's a word, but I just think I was living a very surface level lifestyle. I would wake up, work out, go to work, come back, repeat. And this is the reality of many, many people, right? And I'm sure that me talking about many points ahead may arouse comments like you're privileged and stuff like that, which is again not true because apparently everyone on the internet just knows about me, even though I've never spoken about it. So, yes, ignoring the trolls, here are 7 actions that will help you right away and help you discover your purpose. First one is a method of elimination, which is that as long as you know what you don't like, you can actually get closer to what you do like. For me, I use my method of elimination when I was in my corporate job. The 9 to 5, which was often never 9 to 5, it was my timings were actually like 11 to 8 or something. It was really boring to sit for 9 hours and just work. There was a time I was pulled out for a call at midnight when I actually had a party going at home with my family members. So I had to excuse myself and be on a call for 45 minutes to do work which I was not even responsible for. It is somebody else who was responsible for it. And because they delayed, one of my tasks got delayed, and I had to like take out an hour away just to do their work. But this is just the surface level of how corporates can get, right? So, what I eliminated was I don't want to work for 8 hours a day. I want a good leader if I want a leader at all. I just want to do something I like. Oh, and obviously, the fourth one is that I wanted to earn well. So, please use the method of elimination, which is sit down and write what you don't like and what you don't want to do. If I can just pull this point a bit forward, even right now, this entire trajectory that I've followed in my career wasn't planned. I just knew what I didn't want to do, which is that I discontinued freelance writing because I found it a bit boring. And hence, it led me to do everything that I do today. Learn to learn. I think the Indian education system makes us learn to rote learn and puke it all out on paper and then never remember it again. So, learn for the joy of learning. It may not be really exciting in the beginning, and maybe that will just lead you to point one, which is that that thing may not be for you. For instance, I started learning how to code back in 2020 because I thought if I learn how to code, I'm going to get a really high paying job. Unfortunately, I sucked at coding, and I started with Python, which is apparently the easiest language, but I was really, really, really bad at it. I found it really difficult, and I'm glad I did because it's just not for me. Please learn something for the heck of learning. If it doesn't work out, jump to something else, and you may just figure out what you enjoy learning more. Ask yourself, how can you be of service? And this is something that I've written in my articles a lot, which is that everyone wants to be rich, but nobody earns money because they want to earn money. You have to be of service in some way or another. And this is something I learned from this book called The Practice Shipping Creative Work by Seth Godin, that whatever you do has to be an act of service. If I'm not adding value to your life, even by 1%, then I'm gonna stop making these videos. But even if I can make 1% of a dent in your life, then my job is fulfilled because I've just made one person's life better by 1%. And to me, that's beautiful. So ask yourself, how can you be of service? When people ask me how I scale up my products, I've actually never worked on scaling up my products. I just try to keep solving different problems and I keep working on my products and improving them because as I am growing, I am learning, and then I put that all in my products. So ask yourself, how can you be of service with your special skill set? YouTube is free. Literally everything you want to learn is here. So when you DM somebody, can you please teach me this, or can we get on a call? No. Why would somebody else waste their time to teach someone when that information is easily discoverable on the internet? You should probably send a cold DM when you're at least somewhere in your journey, instead of just shooting a cold DM to teach you something, because that's just you being lazy, honestly. There's a lot of information available in books, on YouTube, on the internet, and lots of verified sources. So please take advantage of it. I know for some people, lifestyle videos or unboxing videos are really fun. How about you use it for education also sometime? I binge on Ali Abdal's and videos, sorry. And I think there's so much that I've learned on having a single person business through him. So please take advantage of the resources that you have instead of finding some magic recipe that actually does not exist. Learn from the greatest people of all time. If you've seen, the most famous people, wealthiest people, biggest philosophers, and literally the greatest of all time folks have published books. And I think I read this in Ryan Holiday's book, I'm not sure, that when you read their books, it's like having a conversation with the greatest man on earth. So why would you not want to read what they write, right? Just absorb, be a sponge. When you want to discover your purpose, you have to absorb from all places, learn from everywhere, and then shortlist whatever works for you and imply that in your life. Steal from others. Please, please, please do not reinvent the wheel that already exists. I'm very lazy, so I will never do that anyway. I will not start something from the scratch because I will just see it somewhere and copy all of that and, make tweaks. Shortlist 3 people you want to be like, and read what they've done so far, what worked for them, what did not, and use those strategies in your own journey. Which is also the reason I build in public, because I've learned from so many people. So I always write about what's working for me, what isn't working for me, what my entire business is, what do I plan to do next. It's all out there. Learn from people you want to be like and steal their strategies and just get ahead in your journey that way. Show up for 100 days. And I'm telling you this because most of you will not show up for 100 days. And honestly, I want to say 365 days. But let's start with 100. Show up for 100 days, because I think that is enough time to get a fair idea if the new paths that you've taken or the side paths that you've taken is for you. And if it isn't, then that is the right time to make tweaks. I hope this helps you get closer to your purpose. And I encourage you to just make a note of all of this and work on it. I promise it will work, because this is not some voodoo or a fairy tale. These are literally actionable points for you. All the best.